paid for the monthly. So they gave you a receipt that says paid, and that's a monthly, and actually it's reoccurring. You can't do it any other way. I told him, I said, I don't want reoccurring, because I might be moving. And but he said you can come in advance and cancel one day before the next month starts. And then they put a sticker on your car so that you don't even have to key anything in. It reads it or something, I guess, like they do on the expressway. Let me see, I can get all these windows to go up. The redheaded boy's a crack up, man. He was saying that he had a teacher that adored his red hair and said, can I get a clip of it so that I can go to the hairdresser and have him do my hair that exact color? This is the spookiest part right here. I feel like it's not right. Keep going. You want me to put this in neutral or drive or what?
Put your car in neutral.
Okay.
And foot off the brake. And what you do is it pushes you through, and you wait till you see a green light on the fence straight ahead, and you put your car in drive and pull on out. And we have a bunch of air fresheners and Windex and all kinds of stuff right there, and we got mat cleaners right there also.
Yeah, the mat munchers are good here because it washes them.
Oh yes, ma'am.
I like it.
Yeah.
I've never seen anywhere wash them like that.
A lot easier in the hand. All right. You have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you much, bud.
All right.
Okay, so you take your foot off the brake and you leave it in neutral. See, they didn't tell me that last time. And it just does its own thing. But he said once you get to the other side, it turns green, you can go. And see, last time it didn't do that. I was just sitting there. But maybe because the guy gave me the super treatment and it was still working on it. Okay, you guys, here we go. Whee! I think it'd be better if you go through here at night. Because it has all this different color stuff that gets on the color. They must have given us super. So it pulls your car on the front driver's side wheel. Now that looks like it just washed the undercarriage. The only thing I don't like about these car washes are two things. If they recycle the water, they're sand. And the other one is what it does to your headlights if you have plastic headlights. Because the soap just burns that clear coat right off of them. They get fizzy. So you either have to replace them like I'm bringing a full windshield There's the green light. Okay, there we go. I am going to go ahead and go. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow and wash it again. But it's too hot for me today. I'm not feeling good, so otherwise I would stick around and do a whole bunch of fun stuff to the car, because they have the best cleaning stuff, towels and air fresheners, all that good stuff. So that's Ronnie's Car Wash in the Fort Walton Shalimar area. They're opening a couple more. They're building right now this minute as we're talking. So how do you like dim apples? How about that? They're such personable people. Everybody that works there is so nice. Now, the ones that work over there at the Calibre, they're really neat guys. In fact, I've got a really neat vlog of one of them down there, and it was like on the spot. You know, all my vlogs are basically on the spot. There's no interview, there's no discussion. It's just, you want to be on YouTube? I can do feet or face, whatever you like. And these people are amazing. They know their product, they know their business, and they're just really good talking to people. It's amazing how so many people are really good on camera. Pedro's is going to be the new name of that Mexican restaurant. It's changed name probably 30 times in several years. But it's always good food. Every time I've gone, it's always really, really good. It sure is pretty on the outside. A lot of times they've remodeled, but this one they gutted the whole inside, and I think most of the outside too. There's a Lone Star, Texas on the front of that building. Oh dear. Plant sale. Well, if you're looking for a little bicycle trailer, that secondhand store has one. Tired, I feel like they've been. So I had a bowl of cereal this morning because I felt like it. I drink milk all day long, so I had the milk. Actually, it's like one of the cheaper drinks I have because I get a half gallon and I drink on it all day and then all night. Now it's really hard to keep it overnight because of the heat. So, I'm going to have to throw it out the next morning. Now, when it was colder, I could keep it for 2 days. But not now. But it's only like $2 for that half gallon at Walmart. So I'll get one in the morning and that's what I drink all day. I had to cut back on soda pops. They just made me feel like yuck. And they have so much sugar in them anyway, and I don't need any fat or any extra fat. I would be really excited if I could lose about 20 more pounds. That would be right. That must be cinnamon. Well, you guys ought to see these goofballs on Wild We Roam on YouTube. These characters decided they were going to quit their jobs and go boondocking in an old raggedy, crappy van they bought. And then they redid the van. And this girl needs braces so bad. I don't know why they don't spend the money to give this girl braces. It's horrible, her teeth. I was so blessed that my daddy spent the money on us to have braces. Truly blessed. Because it was a problem, you know, having buck teeth as a kid. It was horrible. I hated it. And never imagined getting them fixed. But he did it for us, and thank God for that. It was a business trade with a top-of-the-line doctor in California. So we traded sailing for braces, pretty much. But yeah, this young couple that they decided to buy this whole raggedy ass damn boat. I think it's like a 1970s no-name cruiser. You know, I mean, a royal pile of garbage. And they were so excited that they got to buy it. And it's like, dude, you have no clue. But then they're spending all the time trying to make it into a house. I don't think they really understand the technology of sailing. It's like she wants to cook these big, you know, luxurious meals and all this stuff. And that's not what sailing is. Sailing is snacking, sandwiches, healthy food, cheese and cold cuts and you know, granola cereal with milk and, you know, cook some eggs for breakfast. That's about the most cooked thing you'll have. Because a lot of the time you eat away from the boat. And you have a very small space for refrigeration. And you have to have ice put into a hole in the kitchen, which is called a galley. And that's your ice chest, which is wonderful because, I mean, you put soda pops in there or milk or whatever. It's just ice cold. You take your eggs and you put them in a bowl with water during the whole trip, and it keeps them from breaking. And you don't get into all that putting a bunch of food on the boat, a bunch of weight. That's the biggest problem, is the weight. If you want to do this big grocery shopping gig and all that, you're going to really watch the weight on your boat. That's why there's a water line. It's measured with the boat sitting in the water, you know, and when it starts going underwater, you got too much weight in the boat. And these people, they put cabinetry in, put pantry in to store more food and put more wood on the boat, and then more weight and drilling into the hull and all this other stupid stuff. And then they took the damn ice box out because she was mad because she couldn't keep fresh vegetables and all this stuff in her. And it's like, you don't need it. You're on a damn boat. You get your supplies by the day, wherever you're traveling to. You're on a damn boat. So, but no, they just think that's the way to do it. They're just going to make it like a giant motorhome. They'll learn when that sucker sinks. And in fact, they changed the name on it, which is super duper bad luck on a sailboat. That is the worst thing you could ever do in your lifetime. You just cursed your boat. And so they took out the ice box, which is so lame, and they put a commercial refrigerator in this boat, and I think a freezer too, and they took and redid all the bedding spaces and stuff, and they were just so retarded, I swear. So they spent a ton of money, you know, redoing this boat to where they think it's luxury. Oh, and then all these fans. They put all these fans in. They got so much electric crap in there. It's beyond belief. And I think they put only a little solar in there, but I'm going to tell you, you have to be so careful with putting a lot of electric stuff on a sailboat. They're just not designed for it. You've been better off in a power boat. Big old ugly Chris Craft or something. Because it's a sailboat. It's already a cruiser, so the sucker's too heavy, keel's too short, but way long. And they're just big, ugly, hokey things. But, and here's the trigger of all. Talk about putting a gun to your head. These two clowns think they're gonna sail like Transpac, like they're gonna circumnavigate the globe. They don't even know how to sail. They haven't taken one sailing class. They think they're gonna read Chapman and that's how they're gonna learn how to sail. You know, my dad is the king of sailing. There is no other. Except for John Paul Jones. And and John Paul Jones been dead a long time. But let me tell you what, my dad wrote his damn thesis on sailing. Now they wouldn't accept that today, but back then they did. Yeah. So both my parents are sailors, and I grew up by the seat of my pants sailing. Since I was tiny. And I had my own boat when I was like 5. Okay. Custom, brand new boat. But sailing's real serious biz, especially if you're stupid. You know, they do have pirates. It's a true thing, okay? And my dad had some friends. Get off the phone and get in your lane. Go holding the phone up, not even paying attention to turn it. Jeez. But anyway, I can't stand to have creepy people like that next to me. You don't know what they're gonna do next. So anyway, I was truly lucky to grow up around boats. I love them, live and breathe them. Love the salt water. I'm not a cruiser person, not a big powerboat person. I'm a sailor. Sailboat. Can't tell you enough. But I've known people that had both. And, you know, I personally met some of the finest sailboat crafters in the years. I was very privileged for that because my dad did business with all these people and knew them and personally, and so it was really neat. I'm sure my dad has never thought I was really impressed with it, but I absolutely was. I mean, I was so privileged to meet so many wonderful people, from movie stars to boat builders, Linsky, Buckminster Fuller. Now there's an icon in time. Woo! He's gone too. And then we spent a lot of time with Buckminster Fuller. My dad did private lessons to him very frequently. But yeah, sailing's incredible. It's really neat. You gotta try it sometime if you haven't done it. But yeah, go look at that Wild We Roam on YouTube, because they just dropped their boat back in the water, and that's just insane. It is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. They think they're gonna go around the world now. They don't even know how to freaking sail. But the pirates are gonna get them, or it'll sink from all the holes they drilled in it. Well, talk to you guys later.